Well, hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Jared. I host a daily live podcast where we discuss news and politics, and we go live every morning at 8 a.m. till about 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and we have on YouTube and Twitch every day for the last 11 months. Almost, we're going on. We're within a year range. It'll be December 11th would be the 1 year anniversary of the podcast. Recently I was asked, what do you think about Assata Shakur? And first I want to say rest in peace, as she recently passed. We would have gotten along. We're both summer babies. Joanne Deborah Byron was an American political activist, revolutionary, and a member of the Black Liberation Army. Now, what's important to me are the things that you say. I was told when I was young, people will forget what you say, but they'll remember how you made them feel. Assata Shakur said, I continued saying the first thing that came into my head, that the U.S. was fighting communists because they want to take over everything. When someone asked me what communism was, I opened my mouth to answer and then realized I didn't have the faintest idea. My image of a communist came from a cartoon. This is her speaking. I'm reading what she said. It was a spy with a black trench coat and a black hat pulled down over his face, slinking around corners. I felt like a bona fide clown. I knew I didn't know what the hell communism was. And yet I'd been dead set against it. I never forgot that day. Only a fool lets somebody else tell him who his enemy is. I'm going to say it again because I fucked it up. Only a fool lets somebody else tell him who his enemy is. And again, those are her words, not mine. Rest in peace, Assata Shakur. But what it did is it made me realize in this moment, and this is for the record, this is something I read 20 years ago. So, shout out to somebody that was like, hey, you kind of remind me of Assata Shakur. So, I started doing research on, I honestly think the American empire is collapsing. I think a lot of people are going to unalive. I was saying January 1st, but apparently drug prices are going to skyrocket on October 1st, which sounds like a great idea, Don. That sounds great, man. All these people on life-saving medications that are used to just getting it because, you have to have it to live, now are going to have to, pay for that or their mortgage. Yeah, great idea, man. That makes a lot of sense. People just don't have that money. And they just, instead... That's cool. Cool story, Don. They're all accelerationists. They all want all the power and all the money and all the control because we're all going to die anyway. And if I have all the money and power and control, I can stay in charge, right? And I can save us. Now, I'm not a communist. So don't worry. I'm not about to blow your mind and be like, oh my God, he's a commie. No. I actually did my research. You see, communism is like the baby sister of socialism. It's like the dumb kid. Okay? So I'm not anti-communist. When I find out someone's a communist, I want them to die. That's wild. Now, when someone's a fascist, it's a different story. But when I find out someone's a communist, I'm like, okay, cool, you didn't do your homework. I'll tell you why if you're a communist, you didn't do your homework. In the United States, we got sold this lie called trickle-down economics. And it kind of sounds an awful lot like the end game for communism, which is like the equal distribution of wealth. As a realist and a data analyst, you're more likely to incrementally increase taxes on billionaires over time and fund social projects. But y'all don't want to hear that because you can't have like a nuanced take on anything. It has to be by the book. And so I'm a socialist. And that just means that I'm pro-equality. Not a racist or a sexist. Off rip. Yeah, I know. I try to pronounce people's names right. Ah! How about that? And I also think that everyone should have universal health care, education, income, and housing. And that there's more than enough already to go around. And that I think that the best thing that you can do individually, you, the lay person, is grow a garden. Get solar panels. Become less reliant. Become more self-sufficient. My wife and I approached my neighbor. I made sure it was okay with my across the street neighbor because they're the one that has to fucking look at whatever I build. If it was okay if I built on my land and like cleared it with him because he's also the treasurer of our HOA. Is it cool if I put up a water gathering and like I was able to get into a water gathering kit for under $60 on Amazon? And yeah, get to know your neighbors. Think about the message, what I just said. That's socialism. You're a socialist. You just don't like my face. Have a good day.